everyone, it's Fitz with the Daily Delivery. Hope you're well. I am great. Wonderful. It was a great weekend of doing nothing except watch college football just all day, into the night. I even stuck it through the late night games as best I could. It was incredible. But I'm ready for another K-State game week. It's the Cats at Oklahoma State on Friday night. Yes, Friday night. First, your reminder, please subscribe to the YouTube channel. Please hit the thumbs up if you like the video, and of course, leave those comments that I love. And today's DD is about that game, but mostly it's about the curious case of the Oklahoma State football program and Mike Gundy, the head coach. He's been very successful at Oklahoma State. He's won 67% of his games. He's won 60% of his Big 12 games. He has gone to 17 straight bowl games. And that appears to be in dire trouble this year. That streak might be broken. And it's interesting to me because Mike Gundy started at Oklahoma State in the early 2000s, right when Bill Snyder kind of burned out in his first time around after 17 straight bowl games. And it certainly looks like Mike Gundy is lost control of his program. It just doesn't seem to have the same level of talent or the desire to win football games as it did. Now, last year we saw Oklahoma State come to Manhattan and absolutely get its bell rung by 40-plus points in a shutout. It was an awful day for Oklahoma State, and honestly, the Cowboys haven't looked the same since. They finished the year at 7-6 and went to a bowl game, but they were on the skids for the whole entire end of the season after losing in Manhattan. And now they're off to a 2-2 start, and frankly, they look awful. They're among the worst statistical teams in offense in the Big 12. They're kind of in the middle, but mostly the lower half of the Big 12 in defense. They give up points, they give up yards, but they can't score points and they can't get yards. It's kind of a losing formula, and they're proving that. Can they pull themselves together for this game? This is a big game in so many ways for Oklahoma State, but it also comes off that off week, which maybe they kind of bonded. They pulled it together. They rejuvenated themselves. We'll see. It's always a wonderful atmosphere in Stillwater. Their student body and the paddles and the noise and just the entire environment. It's one of my favorite venues in the Big 12. But watching Mike Gundy go through this is frustrating even for an outsider. And I can't imagine what Oklahoma State fans are going through. This program seems to be falling apart. And why? Well, is it as simple as in pushing back against the NIL and not understanding that how to manage a college locker room changed so vastly with the transfer portal and NIL? I don't know, but I know this. He cut the mullet off and they haven't been the same since. I'm no scientist, but that seems like pretty strong evidence that he needs to grow that mullet back and maybe do it after Saturday. You know, after that Friday night game with K-State, then worry about the mullet, so K-State can go on to Texas Tech with another win over the Cowboys. Won't be easy, even if Oklahoma State is struggling.